Hello, hello, hello. Welcome and happy time zone. Am I late? Yes, but that's because my cat required a bunch of attention. She decided to up and play hide and seek on me when I was trying to feed her. I can't even with her sometimes. I think she's in her rebellious era, but according to like how cat years are, she's supposed to be like my age now. I don't know. She was so well behaved before. Back when she was a kitten, she was so well behaved. I don't even get it anymore. But that's fine, that's fine. It's okay. It'd be that way sometimes. Kids, what can you do with them? When you're a parent, what can you do? Anyways, let's see into the just chatting thing. Anyways, hi, welcome. As the title kind of suggests, I want to do a story quest today. Now that I've done the event, especially since Fontaine is coming up soon, I am excited. But I can't do much until I are conquest. So I am going to story quest and have a fun time while I'm at it. Um, we'll probably do like a few commissions first and stuff because I want to up my primos. I need to up my primos because I will bring Wanderer home. He will come home. My friend recently got Coco Me. It's like I'm excited for them, but I'm also like jealous because I also wanted Coco Me. Anyways, so let's just dig into it, yeah? Yeah. Alright, so these are the story quests. Hmm. Oh, that one's too close. I like to complete my commissions. Like to complete my commissions like in order from like furthest away from Inazuma City to closest. That way I don't have to like bounce about everywhere.
We don't need an umbrella. Just pick up the pace.
I do need to figure out what kind of team I want to work Heizo into, because I did say I wanted to up his friendship last time. It's been a while since I worked an animal unit into a team. It's like I always used to have Traveler for the longest time, up until I think Inazuma's Art Conquest. Yeah, I think up to like Inazuma's Art Conquest. It's that I finally decided to like swap out of Traveler. Oh, I should put Razor in on this one. He'll help me destroy the towers a lot faster. I never know what to do with those lightning swords. Are you supposed to like destroy them or pick them up? No, not you.
We're going to hunt.
You bet we are. Hide, Deluxe, hide. I want to make it my goal to try to get this as stealthily as possible. Let's see if I can stealthily destroy these towers. Oh. Good. We're doing okay, we're doing okay. Okay, let's try to smite Razor. Heck. Oh. We're good. Oh. Can I actually stealth mission this one? Oh my god. 'Cause I've done it before. I've done it before where I actually destroyed the Hilly Trail Towers without, like, aggroing the entire camp. I don't want to aggro any Hilly Trails this time around, especially since there's an Electro Disc Mage, and those are annoying. What do you mean the way of survival? Who is being jumped by Hilly Trails? Where are they being jumped? They're like right in this area. I don't see them. They got aggroed by the lightning. That's funny. Ah, there we go. Okay. Goodbye.
So sorry. Dodge! Break force!
That's fine.
Mind the side effects. Freeze!
Shut up. Ah, damn it.
The doctor will see you.
Dodge this!
This is not fun. What? What? They're getting electrocuted by... Getting electrocuted by a painkiller. Wait, I'm confused now. Hold up.
Mind the side effects.
How am I supposed to get that guy? You know what? We'll
A
improvise.
bitter pill to swallow.
Can I climb up a tree perchance? Yeah, no, I'm trying to get that thing. Oh, there he goes. Okay, let's see. Like this. What the hell?
Jab and cross.
Oh, this is fantastic. Okay.
Dodge! Break force!
We were supposed to try to be stealthy about this commission. Why?
Don't get frostbite.
I didn't get this bad. Hold up. Hold up. We're trying to be stealthy about this mission. Why did it get so bad?
Ways to the wicked!
The doctor will see you now.
This mission was supposed to be stealthy.
Get back! This one will be frozen. Mind the side effect. Dodge this!
This is an absolute disaster. Well, at least I got some lava flower nectar out of it, and energy nectar. Okay, I'm not doing it. How am I supposed to? You know what? Fine. Complete the commission and get that out of the way. Ugh. Don't like your ears get smite by the gods. Hey, Yeah, mission completed, but now I have a vendetta. You know what? Okay, why should
A bitter pill to swallow.
Right? Nope. No, by this way. How do you miss Baiju? Okay, I can.
The statue was seen.
I'm confused. How am I supposed to get that dude? Oh, good, he died. Oh, he's down. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Freeze.
Huh. Fine. I need some materials for a razor. Let's go. Okay. This one, calling down the thunder. Okay. We should put Cookie back on the team.
What'd they do this?
If you've seen on my Twitter, I started watching Chainsaw Man. Now that I can recall it. I actually liked it. I like Chainsaw Man a lot. Oh, it's one of those. Oh no. That's fine. No, I actually enjoyed Chainsaw Man a lot. There's like a lot of sexual content, sexual humor, but that's whatever. Like if that's not the people's taste, then yeah, it may be a problem. But if at the same time, it's
So sorry.
it's super cool and it absolutely destroys my heart. It destroys my heart so thoroughly.
Dog.
And that's how I know. That's how I know it's a good thing.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Absolutely demolished my heart.
The
I
statue
was
was seen.
crying. And hastily cried so goddamn hard. And I got so attached to all the characters immediately.
This moment will be frozen in time.
I basically if I say Makima's my favorite.
Mind the side effects.
Lightning terrified!
Dog, break forth!
Yeah, no. Makima's just pretty lady and cute. That's my reasoning.
The statue was seen.
Freeze! Cool it!
Our bond is strong.
Oh god.
A bitter pill to swallow. Dodge this! Cool it!
Yeah, no, Makima was my favorite specifically because pretty lady and cute. That was it. That's straight as my reasoning behind it. Plus, she seems like she has bastard vibes, and I don't mean of the fatherless variety. I mean like evil schemer kind of variety. Love characters like that. How dare you? Full speed ahead. Okay. We'll do that one and then we can do the one in Inazuma City. Ha! So yeah, I absolutely adore Makima.
What's the hurry?
You are far away from Denji. I feel like she's just using him. Especially considering like the imagery in the opening. Oh shoot. Perish.
Get with me!
Mind the side effects. Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, she's absolutely just using him and he's gonna be sad and I don't want him to be sad. I want this boy to prosper. I want this boy to prosper. Oh god, where? You. Why are you making me go up to the shrine? You know what? No.
Flames, purge!
Where? Wait. Which way do you want me to go? Oh. I thought I was going to have less time to make it. No, but yeah, like the imagery in the opening intrigued me because it, like specifically with Makima's part when she's like with Denji, like you know he's getting a nice lap pillow out of her in the opening. There are several parasitic species there, and I thought that was delightful. Not just because I like parasitic animals. I had a whole face for parasitic animals when I was a kid. Because why not? Taste of home. It would be nice to have some Lua cuisine right about now. What's the matter? That outfit. You're the traveler, aren't you? I'm sorry, I'm just feeling a little homesick right now. Do you need help with anything? Right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Tungwen, a historian from Liyue. Previously, I was doing some field research in unique customs and folklore of Inazuma. I'd finished collecting all the material I needed, but in fact, and I was preparing to head back to Liyue. There were so many big things that happened in Inazuma recently. My bad, yeah, I started a coup against the god. Well, I mean, I helped in a coup against the god. You start a coup in Sumeru. I can't wait to see what we do in Fontaine. Let's see. Mondstadt, we steal a relic from a god. Liyue, we get accused of outright murdering a god. Inazuma, we participate in a coup against the god. Sumeru, we straight up start a coup against the god. What the hell are we gonna do in Fontaine? I can't wait. I actually can't wait. Traveler's just gonna be a little war criminal the entire time. I love it. I love it. So I feel like I'm living in historic times here, you know? I know the feeling and I hate it too. The happenings of this particular period will certainly leave a strong mark in the annals of Tibet's history. To witness such history with my own eyes, then record all of it in a true, complete, and clear manner for posterity. That is what a historian should do. But as exciting as this cause is to me, it won't satisfy my stomach. Hungry, are we? Well, I wouldn't say that exactly. Inazuma's food is actually pretty tasty. I like the tempura here, though. It's, well, they just wrap everything in batter and fry it, you know? What's wrong with that? That's delicious! But after eating Inazuman cuisine for such a long time, I started to miss dishes from back home. Sadly, I couldn't find a restaurant here that would make authentic Lua cuisine. So I finally decided to post a cuisine commission at the Adventurers Guild a few days ago, but there hasn't been any response since. May I give it a try? Wait, you know how to make Lua cuisine? That's great! Then please help me. Please make me some authentic Lua dishes. Let me think. What I'd really like to eat right now is... I want to eat meat. Lots and lots of meat. The delicate texture and fragrant aroma of the meat mixed with Lua's special spices. Just thinking about it makes me salivate. So I want to eat meat. Please help me prepare a Lua dish made of meat.
So which dish should we prepare that is cooked with meat? Probably choose one for her. Let's see. Paimon's favorite meat dishes lately are... Lua's favorite Mora meat. Salty and slightly spiced cured pork dry hot pot. And goulash made with unique chilled meat.
Aren't these all your favorite food?
Just try Paimon's taste. Hurry and choose one.
Goulash is definitely Mondstadt, so no. More meat then.
Sounds great. Let's quickly make Mora meat for Miss Chungwen.
Okay then, let's find a stove. Let's find a stove. Oh, Tomoki. Stove. I can't make more meat. Why? I need flour. God damn it. Okay. Wait, I think there's flour in the stores. I think there's flour in the stores. Hi, Shimura. Okay, I wanna buy foods while I can. This is good, this is good. Ah, yeah, flour, I see it. And seagrass, because I can't get it anywhere else except going looking for it on Inazuma, and I don't like hunting things. I'm a very, very busy traveler. Okay. Do all these say the drinks are good? Shimura! Okay, we can get her some more meat now. At last. Hey, where is the Mora meat? Hello? Where did it go? Where did the Mora meat go? Wait, hold up. Sunshine Sprat? It's a pita pocket recovery dish. I know that much. Taiyaki, fata. Mora meat. I underestimated how much. Free dish, free dish. I underestimated how, like, high leveled it was. Oh, hey, I got a free dish. I actually did get a free dish, that's awesome. Okay. Oh, nope. Oh, there he goes. Back so soon. You're not a secret chef, are you? I can't wait. Please, let me try it. Please, enjoy. The delicious one. Ah, this is it! This is the taste of home I've been dreaming of. I'm so touched. Thank you so much. I feel energized with all this good food. These are for you. I wish you a smooth journey ahead. Yay. I can go to the Adventurers Guild now. That is not the Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers Guild is this way. I do not know my way around anywhere. Actually, I can get free companionship EXP out of this.
Let's move before the trail.
When did I... Huh. Okay. I actually don't know how his gameplay works. I completely forgot everything about it.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome.
Sorry, Catherine. Expeditions. We need foods and free things from these friends we can set off to go get things. Amber? Changyun? And Cookie. There we go. Thank you.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Error.
Haha. Why does she say error? That scares me. Don't do that, Catherine. Okay, login. Complete their commissions. Mine 10 items. I don't remember doing that. 20 dishes. Yo. See, what do I need to do for this week? Spend 500,000 more. Why did I? Oh, because I ascended Razor yesterday. Forge 20 items, I can do that. Complete 3 requests. Bounties, I can do that. Realm furnishings and create materials. Okay.
Doing detective work means you gotta walk the walk. No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.
I really should figure out how to put Hazel on a team. I thought he just did he punch something out? I should look up team comps for him. Probably. Oh, over here. Okay, so now I'm wondering what story quest should I do? What story quest shall I do? Yes. That's 5 of everything, right? Good, good, good. Okay. Let's quickly pop into the teapot. That is not the thing I want. Actually, yeah. That's the thing I wanted. Okay. I'm gonna quickly pop into the teapot while I decide what story quest I want to do today. Hello, Chubby.
Would you care to sit down and join me for some tea?
Not right now, sorry. We're on a mission. Tame. And obtain. I think I need more lush grapevines for... I want you so I can raise my capital level. More lush grapevine. Really growing grapevines. We can make those. And we can make 2 of these. Or not, we ran out of pine. We can make you. So I can use my adaptable energy. Yeah. Trust rank. Yeah, no. Yeah, we could get up to trust rank 8, possibly. That'd be really nice.
If you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
Bye-bye. Okay. Wait, what other activities do we have? Overflowing mastery. That's fine. Weekly mission. We'll probably spend more later. Okay. Strange mirror activity. That's funny. Alright then, what story quest should we do?
Huh. My intuition tells me that something very interesting is about to happen.
Okay, I want to do side notes quest, but on that, no. You know, for Hazo, let's do this one. Let's do Kazuha's. Yeah? Okay. I want to do Kazuha's story quest. Yeah, okay, I'm on the quest screen. Oh, I probably need to refresh it. Let's go. Wait. Did we not... Wait, but we opened this.
There's something in the air. Something that tells me a new case is brewing.
Hold on a sec, where is it? Telling me we did not unlock this one? I want to do your hangout so bad. Yours too. Actually, you know what? If we can't do Kazuha's, can we do Hazo's?
Huh. My intuition tells me that something very interesting is about to happen.
I see. We're in co-op mode because we're in the teapot. Let's get out of here then. Now that kind of blows. You can't do these hangouts in like in co-op mode. Oh, there's Kazuha's. Okay. Sorry, Hazo. Okay, looks like we really did. Looks like we really did need to go out of co-op mode. Okay. Okay. Hazo, we need you out of the lineup.
Don't tell me.
I thought that was an Abyss Mage.
Bond is strong.
That's a really good set.
Let's get down to business!
My focus has veered.
Your doctor will see you.
He's testing. Let's get it.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite!
That's fine. If it's these, fine.
Purge!
We can deal with it. It's these two.
Stand with me.
Mind the side effects. Cool it!
Nothing to it. Absolutely nothing to it.
We'll need more.
No, I don't want to
That
cook.
came from.
I want to investigate. Okay.
first set foot on Inazuma.
Mm-hmm.
So many things have happened since then.
As if in the blink of an eye. There have been many memorable events. Like the fact that we started a coup. Or helped out in a coup.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Wait a moment.
Huh? What's up?
Be careful. Someone's coming.
Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
All set.
What's the hurry? This moment will be frozen in time.
Dodge! Break forth!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Stand with me!
Freeze! Mind the side effects. Dodge this!
Our bond is strong!
Remember, health comes first. Freeze!
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
Bruh, the vision hunt degree has been over for a while now. Hi, Spooky Mimikyu.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
Nope. Officer, we have not met a man by that name. Are they even a man? I wouldn't know because I never met them.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business.
It's kind of my business. That is my boy.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting
Huh?
my time.
What's that supposed to mean?
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Couldn't agree more.
Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
Actually, I have a hunch.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think this guy may have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
Kazuha quest? Yeah. Can't say for sure, but I feel like their fighting styles are kinda similar.
Yeah. Maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Yeah, no, I decided to play Kazuha's quest today. It was briefly going to be... I just see this. I see the chest in the distance. I have to get it now. It was going to be Heiza's hangout, but I couldn't open it because I was a clown and I was in my teapot. But then I saw I was able to unlock Kazuha's quest, so I was like, okay. Easy peasy, we'll mop up these hilly trails in no time.
Race to the wicked!
Freeze! Dodge this! Frostbite!
Fire the electro slime.
The doctor will see you.
Dodge! Break forth!
I'll settle this.
Freeze!
Yo, free things to mine. Okay, I am marking this down on my map. Beautiful. This is how I can get my daily 10 to mine things. So yeah, we're doing Kazuha's quest today. Isn't that great? Maybe I could see about doing something tomorrow with Hazo's hangout. Because I do want to do some stuff with Hazel. I love him. I love him now. This is what we wanted. Because I want the electro
Better than
sigils.
nothing.
Crux fleet. Time. Let's go. Still look forward to Hazel's hangout? Yeah. I do look forward to it. You're getting me attached to more and more of your voice. And just from like his dialogues that I've heard, like when I'm using him to like briefly farm for why is this maze? For friendship points to him, because I want to unlock some of his dialogue. I adore him. I adore him.
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
2?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
What?
If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
He's her special boy. Her favorite.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Literally one of his finest moments. I will never get over that. That was one of the coolest things in all of Genshin. One of the coolest cutscenes in all of Genshin. I love it.
Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
You could compare it to the technique Beidou used to strike down Hashan.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Alright, Kamaji, do not let anything happen to the boy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
After all, the Raiden Shogun's mindset has changed.
Thank you! Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Damn! Kazuha got mad fans after all that. Absolutely deserved, though. Absolutely deserved. That man deserves all the fans and all the love and attention. But he'd probably want his peace and quiet, huh? Wait, actually. How far is it? I was going to walk all the way over there. Hell no. Thought that was going to be a domain for 5 seconds. Oh my god.
Oh? It's you.
Hi. Kamachi!
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
My two special boys.
We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I've heard a thing or two.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil.
Fled or were taken, because there were a lot of people like in Mondstadt who were taken and experimented on. And I have to wonder if they really did flee to Snezhnaya, or if they were like snatched.
We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui.
There we go.
Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past.
Ooh.
In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large.
He's Spooky Mimikyu, he's best boy. He's best boy. Look at him. Look at that smile. I love him.
However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
Ooh.
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice.
It's okay, Kazuha. You can trust him. You can trust Kamaji.
With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode.
Oh.
Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
What? Do you not think he's worthy of the praise?
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaidahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaidahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
Who's spreading these? And can I duel them? I want to duel them. For his honor.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
Is it really across the board that a delusion turns you old and frail, or is it just the ones from Inazuma? Because if I remember correctly, the Inazuma ones were like mass produced. And then like Diluc's father didn't exactly turn old and frail because of the delusion. He just was put through unimaginable agony that Diluc is implied to have put him out of his misery for. And then Child doesn't have any negative repercussions from his delusion usage. Only when he uses his third phase form.
That
I
is
don't know.
correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
Am I a joke to them?
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Do you have any siblings, or could it be someone you trained with under the same master?
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you.
Oh.
My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
What part of people can end up seriously injured or worse did you not get? I'm right here. Send me in, coach. I can handle it. I beat him once. It's good. I can take him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
I heard detective agency and I got a little excited. I thought we were gonna see Hazo. Ah, well. It's probably just the ones that we deal with from the mission quests. I like how he's like, we gotta hunt down the dude who attacked you. Kazuha's a sweet guy. Man did not have any thought about the fact that this dude was after him too. No. He's just like, this guy attacked you. Let's go. Hi, Ryuji.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Mudo hates my beloved. Yeah. Still wish he would have been able to take part in the TCG tournament art event. I was gonna say arc. No, it's an event. Bruh, it was literally the perfect place to slot in a detective. And they didn't take the chance to. It's like how Sino would have been perfect for the Valyria Mirage, and they didn't. They benched him. His streak of participating in events ended.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information.
Yikes.
Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of Mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
We were robbed. Yeah, we were. We were. They both could have shown up in those events, and they didn't. It would have been nice if they could have had, like, I don't know, little mentions. Well, I mean, Sino got mentions in the Valyrian Mirage, but come on. Come on. He would have loved the theater bit. And he would have tried to outclown that one scholar with his puns.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it.
Solid agency.
Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Start with the fact that he had a weird-looking sword.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads, and I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
Yeah, no, that's what attacking people means.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
So we need bait. Kazuha, get up there.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Is this your way of giving me praise?
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted.
Thank you? Okay.
It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me.
Okay.
For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
Well, I mean, the reason he raised his blade against the Shogun is kind of standing right next to him, so...
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though.
No thoughts, only Tomo. Yeah. Yeah. No, dude, I'm still intrigued by the fact that he was able to awaken his friend's vision. Like, how does that work? Did he resonate with Tomo's ambition? Is that what it was? Is that how he was able to connect with the vision and use its power, even after Tomo has long since left the world? Because I know from Fischl's story, you can reawaken a dulled vision, but this was a temporary awakening. I don't know. Hopefully, we might get some answers in this story quest.
Let me tell you about it just in case.
Okay.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time.
Huh?
One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Oh my god, Nagato like from Naruto? Yo. Amenoma, that's the name of the blacksmith, right?
Amanoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy.
Uh-huh.
2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Let's consider this a favor for Ryuji. We'll investigate both incidents at the same time.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Welcome to Bonton Saga Detective.
They said that there were, like, okay, the Kaedaharas and the Amanomas are both sword-making families. Could there have been, like, a rivalry or something? Because if that was the case, then that guy might be who we're looking for. Because the person who attacked us was wielding a really, really intricate and weird sword.
Okay.
It makes sense that someone who's from a smithy would be able to make something like that, right? Unless it's, like, cursed one.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedahara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedahara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the 2 clans.
Plot thickens.
After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Raiden Gokaden?
Ah, let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma.
His little that was so cute.
The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the almighty shogun, and over time, further honed and enhanced by the most talented craftsmen. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade. Today, only the Amenoma clan has kept its art alive.
So sad.
It is a great pity indeed. In the old days, we each had our specialties, and just as iron sharpens iron, so too did we learn much from each other. As an example, The Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Isshin art.
That's right. Isshin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
No thoughts, only blade right now.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Isshin blade chooses its owner.
Ooh.
You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Isshin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it. But I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift.
Oh?
I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and neither of them came back.
A fire?
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason.
Well, that's a very honorable man.
But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
We still need to get the info from the Nagato family.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
How far is it? Actually, it's easier to fly down than to run up. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Ah yes, we love the place where Toma almost got smoked.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
I mean...
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him.
Aww. Yeah, that's a good marriage. That's a very good marriage. If you also delight in your partner's like adoration of things, their little hobbies, that's very sweet. It's like it's such a low bar to like surpass, but it means a lot. It means so much. This is good. This is good. I really hope we can help find him for her. We need to reunite them. That.
Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
Oh, come on. Okay, now I see her plight. Oh no.
Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him, but making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Oof.
Whoa!
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze. and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell.
Oh.
His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
You did the right thing. It's important to set boundaries.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand. Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and... Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
We're still missing crucial information.
Right. I very much agree with you. It seems highly likely that we're missing a piece of the puzzle. Working off what we know so far, there are too many things that don't add up.
Right, two mild-mannered men going missing after a fire breaks out at a warehouse during a sales pitch. And then there's stating that one happened to be like absolutely mesmerized by his sword collection. Oddly so. So was my idea of there being a cursed sword involved earlier it? This is just like reminding me of a little bit from in one of the Inuyasha movies. We'll see.
The chances are that there are still some clues left for us to discover. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Ame no Mayuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
This is like another event we could have had. We could have really used a proper detective to help us out with. I do like the fact that we have a Kazuha focus, though, so I'll let that slide. Oh. Oh.
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear.
Paimon!
As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
I knew we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
Who is he? Tanjiro Kamado?
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
Tatarigami? That's one thing I didn't expect to encounter here.
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Surely someone would have noticed.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters. But most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions.
Like Nagato's thing.
Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
That's dangerous. So is everything we do. Come on.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
Hard to say no to that after facing the Muso no Hitotachi.
Huh?
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
So in the end, it was just a scare. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
Warehouse boogeyman?
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy's source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
Let's hurry. We cannot afford to delay any longer.
Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you, too, will perceive its ominous presence in the wind.
Sir, I adore you, but it is literally impossible to quiet my mind. Now, how can we tell which way it went? Okay. There we go.
From this point, the trail appears to split into 2.
2 places? 2 men that have gone missing.
The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here, and seems to be dissipating slowly.
2 parts. So would that correspond to Mr. Nagato and Amano Mayuya?
Quite possibly. Let's search the area.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely!
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
We've dealt with weird blade kills before in Shao's quest for this breathe.
This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze! Mind the side effects.
Come on, right over here.
Ways to the wicked!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Oh good, he didn't respond. Oh. I thought he was gonna respawn. Instead I got reinforcements. Oops.
Cool it.
Oh, level 90 hilly churls. Delightful.
Let's actually see.
Frostbite.
Out of my way!
Let's see if we can.
Dawn, break forth!
Mind the side effects.
There you are.
Get with
That
me!
one probably respawned.
Dodge this! A bitter pill to swallow. Freeze! Cool it!
It's...
Ugh! Look at this red stuff! What is it?
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
Yeah, I would say the phrase bone dry is kind of funny, considering, bones is inside our bodies and is all constantly wet. But is it because of that whole thing, like, supposedly about how archaeologists can find out if, like, a sample is bone if they, like, lick it and their tongue sticks to it? Because of the porous nature of bone? I don't know. Food for thought. I am Nagato. I was wounded by Amanomayuya. He took my most precious blade. I chased him, but could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. I thought that I might croak here. My stomach kept on bleeding, but it seems that some strange power has sustained me. Why did he steal that blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. Ugh, it hurts. But for some reason, I can't fall unconscious. So all I can do is distract from the pain is right. What will happen to Sachiko, Yuichi, and Yuichi? I'm sorry to them, I really am. Only now do I realize how stuck in my ways I was and how blind to my obsession. I must have been cursed. I collected all those strange and bizarre things, but they won me not one iota of happiness or warmth. Put all of it together, and it still wouldn't have been worth a single word from her mouth. Thank you, and sorry for letting you down, Sachiko. Wait, what?
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Ame-no-ma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us.
Oh.
Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here.
Let's ask the Tenryo Commission to do a thorough search later.
Yes. Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Ame-no-ma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right, so let's get moving.
How did it come to this?
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Alright, follow the scent again, which is kinda hard to see because it's like really dark.
What's the
weird.
hurry?
Here we go, I guess.
Catch the wind.
Venti, you failed me. This is why it took me so goddamn long to get my lighter license in Mondstadt. Well, there's the scent, so...
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before! What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Oh, cursed sword. Bro, I thought it was just a really sick design when he first attacked us. Oh my god.
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Ame no Meyuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Ame no Meyuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
The blade?
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light. Whoa, whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
I did not expect Traveler having a blade for an enemy to be the things I was gonna check off my bingo list for what's happening in Genshin Impact. This is great. This is fantastic. Let's go. I want to fight him again. I want to fight him again. I want to fight him again.
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather, as a means to occupy Ame no Meyuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So... swords can become conscious and control people?
No, dude, yeah, I was right to assume it was gonna be like a bit like one of the Inuyasha movies, specifically the third one, Swords of an Honorable Ruler, I believe. It's like the demon. It's like the Demon Sword Songa, I believe is the name of it, because it was like Inuyasha's father had 3 different swords that's supposed to represent hell, heaven, and earth. There was Tenseiga, which is the sword that could revive people, representing heaven. Tetsaiga, which was basically an attack, like a sword that was basically for attack, for Earth. And Songa was the demon sword that basically possessed several people over the course of the movie. That's cool.
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
Oh, it was like in Venom. How like the symbiote kept like hopping, how I believe it was the symbiote for Riot. They just kept hopping from like host to host. It was like a puppy, and then it was like possessing a woman, and then it just kept like searching and searching and searching until it got to like I forgot what his name was, the president of the corporation that tried to go after Eddie after he bonded with like the symbiote we know. No.
You're awful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun. Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your body over to me!
Time to go.
Come to me!
Oh, so sorry.
Shall rewrite history!
The bond is strong.
I'm glad we can fight him again.
Dodge this.
Dawn, break forth! Shall rewrite history!
Stand with me.
Join me and sever that divine light!
What the? Oh, there we go.
The doctor will see you now.
Come here.
Me!
Freeze!
As one with wind and cloud.
Cool it! A bitter pill to swallow.
We shall rewrite
I'll handle
history!
this.
Freeze!
We shall rewrite history!
Dawn,
Break forth!
Our bond is strong.
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will.
Then we will smash you into pieces.
The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you?
I mean...
On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal!
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool! I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality. It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
Oh.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is a risky strategy. You're dealing with a cursed blade that can possess people.
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the blade's puppet. The cursed blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me.
Oh.
We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
All right, fine. Not like I can stop you.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now, take me in your hand.
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment.
This does not look like only for a moment.
It's all right. So far, this was as I expected.
If something feels off, let me know immediately.
I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute! Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takatsukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
That should fit the bill.
Ah, all right. Please lead the way.
What about Amenoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Great, so we get a creepy husk of a puppet following us around. That's fantastic.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey.
We're gonna be tasked with keeping him alive, aren't we?
Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Okay. I thought Paimon was gonna give us a little dialogue. Okay.
Anoni Kabuto.
Okay. Huh? Oh, dude, this is actually interesting. I love it. honestly regret not pulling Kazuha. I had the chance to, and did not. I wish I pulled him. I wish I pulled him. Best friend got him instead. I didn't get the good boy. And he looks like a really, really good animal unit too. Sigh. I'll wait for his rerun in like 3 years. Meantime, I gotta try pulling the other animal boy. He would just come home.
Another Onikabuto!
Oh. What the hell? That scared me. What went poof? Wait, where is the... Oh, it's over there! Why the hell am I climbing up here then? Oh. Alright, I need Animo. We're probably gonna have playable Kazuha again. If not, that's fine. This team is good. This team is good. There we go.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
Only Kazuha? Okay.
It's my lucky day!
Oh, this is fun.
Time to go. Wind Strider! Time to go.
I honestly like the look of him with the cursed blade.
To the fairy, let's get down to business. Time to go. Clouds high.
The Ronin.
Fairy.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Hello. Come over here. Come over here, friend.
Wind Strider!
No, genuinely, I regret not pulling him.
Adorn my knight! My blade! Time to go. Wind Strider! Finally,
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
What's going on? It's grown dimmer?
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to Amanome Yuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Bruh, the determination of that sword.
Look out! Ambush!
Time to go. Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Okay, hold up. That was so cool. Like his burst still active and the cutscene going. Oh my god.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? What the? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk!
The wear and tear is severe. It really looks like it's about to break.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
Will he listen to you? Though the truth is right there in front of him.
I've finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Here they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming from?
You shouldn't fight with that blade anymore.
Yup! We can help this time!
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
Time to go. I'm gonna let you die.
There's more!
Wind strike. Time to go. Clouds high. The birds call.
Yes.
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am.
Roast that sword, Kazuha. Kimimiki, oh my god.
No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power. Skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
No way am I actually getting sad over a sword. God damn it. This is a new low for me. This is the new NPC I've gotten attached to, and it's a freaking sword. Oh god. Probably because I loved Bleach so much. That the idea of like a sword with a consciousness. I got attached. Ah.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry, from here on I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Oh damn, that's cold.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
How are you holding up? Not too good, huh?
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith, that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were warped by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred with this blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Shame it's too late now.
Yes, it is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was just yesterday. I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numb the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Amenoma Yuya. But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Amenoma Yuya as promised. My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder. What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again. Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey, the next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. You must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others.
Bro, how horrific must it be to be Amanoma Yuya? Man's absolutely evidently has no conscious recollection of what happened while the sword was in his hand. He just awakens, and here we have Kaedehara Kazuha being like, "Hey, you want a duel?" I put it humorously in a bit, but like, Holy hell, can you just imagine being absolutely blanking out on a whole chunk of your life? Apparently having attacked people, and that very sword that took over your body is right in front of you, wielded by another man who wants to duel you.
I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Terrio Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention?
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Yako Plain.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash.
That was a much more relaxed occasion.
Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us everything. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin art, Kaedahara Kazuha.
Successor of Amenoma art, Amenome Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Wind strike!
You know what? We should make this fair. Let's not use his skill. Yeah, no, this should be an honorable duel. No elemental skill needed. Did we wander off too far?
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep,
Okay.
but still. Are you ready?
Ready?
Alright, we got
Okay.
a new...
Successor.
Successor of...
Honored to cross...
It is my honor...
Time to go.
Don't wander off too far. You don't want to repeat it last time.
Fine. Time to go.
Don't wander off too far. Come back over here. Come back. Come on. Kinda wish Kazuha would have been able to keep the cursed blade. If anyone could give it a proper home, it would have been him. Especially since Nagato's kind of out of the picture. Oh, no. Come back over here. Come back over here. We do not want you to wander.
Time to go.
Alright, come back over here. Come on. Thank you. Come here. Come here. Come on. Don't wander. Alright, what if I just used his burst once?
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness, nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone, and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes, I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Amenoma Smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go there for?
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
I'm gonna get the seeds. Holy heck.
What's the hurry?
Oh, it's Yuya! You have returned!
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
A prized Ishin blade, turned weapon that controls the human mind. Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. This is a great pity. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji, from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency, tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Really? Is he okay?
Yes, badly wounded, but he will live. And now that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it.
But he... Ugh. Guess there's nothing we
The decision is yours. I trust in your judgment.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay, I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
The remnants of defeated gods are nothing to scoff at.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me, just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha?
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Thank you. I'll hold you to your word.
Wait, shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh my god, I forgot about him.
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation. And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Wait, is the sword we got out of this quest like Kazuha's sword? Yeah. Or am I thinking of a different one? Oh, hi! What are you doing in front of this place?
What's the hurry?
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, where the Tenryo Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanome Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin, a weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well, I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Go. Where'd he go?
What? I got to keep the sword? Wait, I got to keep the sword! Oh my god! This famed blade was born with a nation to the far north. And the name Ishin, it was stained with many a dark deed in its homebound journey. When normal charged or plunging attack hits an opponent, it will whip up a hewing gale, dealing AoE damage equal to 180% of attack, and increasing attack with 50% for 8 seconds. Holy hell. Okay, wait, what about this one? I do like that on Kaya, however... Who can I give this blade to? Let's see, no, I can't give it to Bennett. I'll save it. I'll save it for... I can change swords for Kuki later. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm actually... Holy hell! I got to keep the sword! This is fantastic!
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Okay, let's see. Oh god. That
What's the hurry?
was a really bittersweet quest. I mean, a lot of them are, but it's like... I really do feel for the sword. Oh my god. wow. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I'm like, wow. I did end up getting emotional over a blade. That's kind of. I'm so happy we can take the sword on our little journey, though. They can participate in our journey, or he can participate in our journey. I
I
don't
didn't know you
know
were such a
who,
slacker.
I don't know who I want to give this for. I genuinely don't know who I want to give this to. Maybe I will switch to Cookie, because I use her very often. I'd have to level that up and everything, but actually, what would it take to level up? Nope, not you. What would it take to level up Kakotsurube? What do I need? Do I have nothing to... Oh, it's a whole... Kakotsurube Ishin. A long blade the color of blood, upon which has been bestowed the name Ishin. It's remarkably sharp and vividly ominous. It is said that this blade can easily cleave through a porous bamboo basket and water within it before the latter can even leak out. People often say that within the body of every blade rests a blade spirit. Then it is natural to assume that a blade forged by the Tatarigami is dwelled by a demon of malice. The renowned blade Kagotsurube Ishin is forged by the swordsmith Akame Kanenaga, who failed to become head blacksmith. Though forged by the hand of Inuzuman swordsmith, this blade was not made in the nation of thunder and jade steel, but in a snow-covered land in the far north. If beheld in the moonlight, the blade's hamen would look as if it were flowing, like the blood and tears of a wayfaring wanderer. The Tatarigami is pure malice by nature. It bears resentment against mortal desire. Swords are merely instruments of misfortune. Without wickedness, they will not birth slaughter. Without hate, they would never know the taste of blood. Ishin is the stillness of mind, free of distractions. This purity of desire empowers the swordsmith to forge tirelessly. But by this token, resentment against living beings is the metal by which a blade that kills should be forged. In their frenzied passion to practice Ishin, the Akame school has always pursued a forging of a killer blade that could reach extremes of lethality. As such, the body and mind of the members of Akame school were often withdrawn in short span, their hearts venomously graven. The blades made by Akame school were keen indeed, but many of them had some evil within that ultimately led to the school itself being regarded by authorities as undesirable. For this reason, the Akame school's position as the leader of the Ishin art, passed down from Mitsunaga, did not last 3 generations before being rescinded by the authorities. After that, Akame Kanenaga was involved in the case of the eccentric and committed treason. This led him to change his name and leave for a snow-covered nation in the far north, to make a humble living in the land ruled by imperious ice. The only wish of the deceased Kaidahara was to see the Ishin art celebrated by those who understood a sword's beauty. By the swordsmith, the blade, and the Tatarigami were all tools and titles for people to wield. I spent half my life in pursuit of the vanity that is the Ishin art. It only turned out that I became another Kaidahara. What's done is done. My only hope is that the sword born in the ice and frost would not be as weak as its useless title. The Kaidahara clan were master swordsmiths, whose work best symbolized Masagomaru's style, whilst the Niwa clan were humble and diligent, skilled in clay tempering. In their frenzied passion to practice Ishin, the Kame school had always pursued the forging of a killer blade that could reach the extremes of lethality. As he passed away amidst vast snow, the man only wished to forge a renowned blade by which to restore the name of Kaidahara and win back the recognition of the people. Oh. Most of this we already knew, but it's like... She looks pretty cool with it, though. Can I? You can enhance it, right? Ooh, yeah. And then what's it gonna take for me to ascend it? What's it gonna take for me to ascend it? Oh. Wait. Do it. Oh, it's probably gonna need ascension stuff when I reach level 20, huh? Oh, dude. This is so cool. Spam, 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 spam! Okay. 6, 7, 8. Max EXP reached. Okay. What do I need to ascend you? Huh? Mask of the Wicked Lieutenant. Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Darn. Either way. This is pretty strong. Which is the one I had for Cookie before. Wait. It was a Harbinger of Dawn, I believe. Yeah. We're keeping you with this one. I don't usually use you to fight. Wait, what? No, not that one. I don't use you to fight, but I think Cookie can put it to good use. Oh! Whoa! Oh, that's gorgeous. Damn. Hold up. That looks so cool! Oh my god! I'm content. I'm very happy with how this quest turned out. And with Cookie's new sword. So when the moonlight hits it, it really does have a nice, beautiful aura. That's amazing. What other quests can we get weapons out of? Now I'm intrigued. Okay. What time is it? 12:25. I can...
Please don't enter without permission.
I think it's been running for like almost 3 hours now. I think I can call it for today. Actually, no, wait. There's one more thing I can do. Do I have the ability to wish? I can't. Okay. We need to find the tea house. Stay over here. Find the tea house. And you're going to wish there.
Special yakitori for sale. Try some.
I do not know my way around here. There we are. Okay. Can chill in the tea house here. All right. Please come home. I need you in my teapot. I will take very good care of you, I promise. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Okay. Sharpshooter's Oath. Cool Steel. Favonius Sword. That's what we probably got instead of the Wanderer. Rip. Skyrider Sword. Magic Guide. Fair Shadow. Magic Guide again. Sharpshooter's Oath. Tassel. Rosaria! Hi! Oh, I didn't expect to see her here? Oh well. I've got everybody on that banner except Wanderer. Do you want me to beg for you to come home? Is that why you're being so resistant? Okay, let's see. 1600 primo gems. This banner lasts 7 days. At 552. I believe I can be able to do another 10 pull if I get enough primos up. Possibly by next Tuesday. If not, I'm tempted to strive for as soon as possible. I'll try to strive as soon as possible and stuff. But honestly, I want to be able to have him on stream. Yeah, I can save all the 10 pulls and stuff for on stream next Tuesday. Before his banner up and dies. And we get, I believe according to the program, it was Linny and Yelan's banners. That's good, because I want to get Yelan. After I tested her skill, I want her for sneaky purposes. I'm not gonna really use her because I don't use bow users that much, but Wanderer, you will come home. Manifesting it. I'm manifesting it to myself. I will have him come home. He needs to be in the teapot with Nahida. I will have him come home. Okay. And then I have one acquainted fate. Let's see how this goes. I wouldn't mind another weapon. Oh! What? Huh? What's all those musical weapons coming out? Anyways, I guess I can call it for today. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. I did enjoy Kazuha's quest a lot. Maybe tomorrow, possibly, around 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, we can actually do Heizo's hangout. I wanted to do that today, but then we got caught up in the wonder and glory of Kazuha. So, possibly for tomorrow, Heizo's story quest. I think that'd be super cool. Alright. Thank you so much. Remember to take your meds. Hydrate. Please hydrate. And eat a quick snack. Whenever you can. Whenever you feel like it. Take care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.